doing?
We are in the San Bernardino National Forest today, and we are hiking up to the Morton Peak Fire Lookout.
We're gonna go meet some of our subscribers, and these guys have been with us since the beginning, since we first summited Sanji. So, we're very excited.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed. It is 6:30 a.m. We're going to meet Matt and Dan, two separate subscribers, both of whom are shortwave radio enthusiasts. Matt and his son volunteer at the fire lookout here, and he invited us to come and have a tour of the fire lookout and do a sticker exchange. So that's what we're gonna go do. But as you can see, it is still quite early. I forgot my puffy vest. I'm bloody freezing. Also, for some bizarre reason, it is going to be really warm, so for some bizarre reason I decided to wear the skirt today. Oh, God, I'm cold. As always, do as we say, not as we do.
This hike is a 6-mile out and back, and is a calf burner for sure. As you'll see, there is no shade, and the climb gets steeper towards the top. Parking is available directly off Highway 38 for around 10 cars, but get here early to avoid the heat and grab one of the spaces.
As you know, I was complaining about it being cold. It was 65 degrees. So for those of you in the north, or our friends in Europe, it's not really that cold. But I was a little chilly. We've hit the sun. Now we should be warming up now. What are you, honey?
I'm on the high side.
For our NASCAR fans out there. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's so tough to get perspective, but just to give you an idea, I'm almost falling over. It's so steep here.
Drive on the wrong side, just live while I can, stay here in the moment.
Maybe this will give some perspective. Wave, Kev! He's about 60 yards in front of me. So hopefully that'll show how steep this is. Probably not.
Hey, good morning. My name's Carl. This is Jackie, and we got up early this morning, about 5:30. Wanted to get up here before the sun got up, and it got hot. So yeah, so it's 6 miles round trip. Made it up to the top in about an hour. Jackie set the pace.
I'm always in a hurry to get somewhere.
I'm trying to teach her how to saunter. Trying to teach her how to saunter.
Do you want you need to be the John Muir book. You could saunter.
I told her about that.
Yeah, we set up around 5 o'clock this morning. Oh, we got up around 5, but then, you know, I got to get ready and get all the crap together.
She was ready
stuff,
to bounce in 5 minutes, so there's that.
I have a lot of electrical equipment to get ready.
Okay.
It takes hours.
Yeah.
Okay, this trail is really hard, but when you meet people, you can say, hi, how are you? We're fine.
Pretend we're absolutely fine, yeah. Okay, here we go. We have come to the junction where we meet the actual Morton Fire Lookout Ridge Trail. This is the 2E03. Doesn't the 2E03 join the Riverwalk? Isn't that the 2E03? I'm going to go up here because it looks like lots of other people have done that.
River trails.
Guys, check me out, learning. I knew nothing about these trails and maps when we started, and now I remembered that that was the Santa Ana River Trail. And it was, I was right, Kev. Dude.
The 2E03, we've been on that one, up at the top.
Do you remember when I started this conversation and I said the 2E03, that's the Santa Ana River Trail that we did?
Section it goes on this fire road, but it meets this fire road up another 6 miles.
From the dust and out from rubble, yeah. Iron steel, my bones won't crumble. No, no, no. Grabbing by the horns, that's what I'm built for. Born a renegade, I'm born a rebel, yeah. Somehow I will find the way, yeah. 'Cause I was born and I was made. Unbreakable, unstoppable, I'm pushed to the edge and take it.
There really isn't any respite, just continually uphill. Very steep, very little shade, but it's so worth it. The views are magnificent, and the more you go up, 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 the better they get. You know, just like with any hike. Almost there, I think. Are we though? Are we? Okay.
I'll take it by the horns and don't let go. And climb to the top of the world, 'cause this is what I'm made for. I grab it by the horns and I don't let go. Do the impossible, 'cause this is what I'm made for. Unbreakable, unstoppable, I'm pushed to the edge and take it all. I wanna be untamable, go right to the edge and never fall. To the edge, with the fire, with the fire, take it higher.
Kev said it makes you a little dizzy. Hiking and looking over the edge, and he's not wrong.
My home is not a highway, a straight road to follow, on well-known lone pavements I roam through wide open space with no maps or foot tracks, no turn backs. I'm in deep. I'm still out here and I'm still moving along, still wondering.
Like they say in England, canal.
What he means by that.
Whew. Glad I had my Wheaties this morning.
I'm not lost, I'm still just wondering.
Welcome to Morton Peak Fire Tower.
Morton Peak Fire Lookout was named after R.B. Morton, who is considered by many to be one of the very first settlers of Redlands, California. The tower was originally built in 1934, but this version was restored and rebuilt in 2001.
The lowest of the 7 lookouts in the San Bernardino National Forest, at an elevation of 4,624 feet, Morton Peak Lookout is still a vital member of the team. From this lookout, on a clear day, the volunteers have a 20-mile radius of the surrounding area, encompassing the San Bernardino Mountains, the San Jacinto Range, the San Gorgonio Wilderness, and even the Palomas and the Santa Ana Mountains.
Okay, this is actually a little better than what was the last one we went up, Keller?
No, it's not.
Which was the one we went inside?
This is a steeper one.
No, but it's not. It doesn't feel as scary because the stairs, because they're so close together, you can't see through your feet. There's logic in my craziness. Okay, here we are at the top of the fire lookout, and I'm not frightened at all.
That I know I will be fine where I go. I am not certain that I know all in good time, all in good time.
This is Matt, and Matt was one of our first ever subscribers, and his son. We met on the Sanji Vivian Creek hike, and then this is Dan, who is another subscriber, and we've never met.
Nope, first time.
All right, we made it. We are up here. We are in the fire lookout, and we have had our micro meetup with Matt and Dan and Stephen and all of Dan's kids, whose names I don't know, but we're gonna meet them. Are you ready?
I'm Sierra.
Sierra?
Yeah.
I like the Sierra Nevadas that she's wearing. And your name is?
Landon. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm Emily. Hi.
Here we are. We are inside the fire lookout. As you can tell, it is a working lookout. Beats and buzzers are going, and we are going to do the official sticker exchange. Matt, what is your YouTube channel?
It is W6MDE Radio.
Here's Matt, who was kind enough to share his wealth of knowledge of the lookout.
Hi everyone, my name's Matt. I'm a volunteer fire lookout host for the U.S. Forest Service here at Morton Peak Fire Tower.
And we've seen this in a couple of lookouts already. Can you explain what this is and what it does?
This is the Osborne Fire Finding Device. We are the center of this map, and we are pretty much responsible for everything that you see here, roughly about 20 miles in a circular rotation. So if we see a smoke, say Crystal Creek Helipad, which is about a mile and a half ahead of us, we would line up the horsehair target right here, catch our bearing here, and look at the map to make sure that we're lined up with Crystal Creek Helipad, and then count the markers, which 1 inch represents 2 miles the way the bird flies. Then we come over here to our smoke check paperwork and write down all the information. It's heading and location from the tower before we call the Forest Service via the radio, so they know what to do and where to go. And we can actually radio in accidents because there are parts of the highway that we see that you might not have cell phone service. We take a bearing of the spot to its relative location to whichever peak or landmark that it's closest to, and we could radio the dispatch in, and they could send medical assistance.
Hey Matt, tell me about your new YouTube channel.
I'm an amateur radio operator. I have a general class license. I talk to people either locally or pretty much all around the world. I've made contacts in Australia, the east and west coast of Canada, Hawaii, Moscow. I've made it all over the world.
Now, is that with Morse code, or are you using voice?
I'm using voice.
When we first saw you, you were going to the summit of San Gorgonio.
Yeah, I was participating in a ham radio game called Summits on the Air Soda. Started up in Europe, the UK. It started up there, and
Everything good comes out of the UK.
It trickled its way out here in this way, and it's fun.
Well, that's great. If any of you guys out there are interested in amateur radio, this is the most awesome channel that you should watch.
We said our goodbyes to the crew and began the journey back down. At various times during our visit, Matt had pointed out a drone training flight overhead. We were finally able to catch the training on camera. Journey down is a little bit like second verse, same as the first. Obviously we're going down the same way. Views are pretty much the same, but oh my lord. Look at how beautiful it is up here, guys.
We'd like to say a huge thank you to Matt, Dan, and all the kids for hosting us and giving us a great tour of the tower. Thank you guys for volunteering your time and to help out not only to save our wilderness and the forest, but for keeping an eye on all the drivers along those windy roads. There's no shade on this difficult climb, so we recommend early start times, hats, and extra water.
Here we are, back at the first gate. I don't think this gate closes anymore. What a great hike! Beauty of these fire lookout hikes is that you can come meet the volunteers, go inside when it is permitted, and learn all about what they do there.
Here we are, we're back to the truck. We had a great day hiking today.
We did. Great to meet the gang and meet up with a couple of our subscribers, which is always awesome.
The Morton Peak Lookout, Fire Lookout. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Join us next week as we head deep into the wilderness and bear country. We take on a 12-mile out and back to Dobbs' cabin. Find out if we make it back before dark.
Until then, we'll see you on the trail.